All right, good morning. You are tuned in to 1100 WSGI, and this is Lee Marie with The Go Show, your source for information, inspiration, and always a few dates to add to your calendar. All right, let's go to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for today. Thank you for taking this show exactly where you want it to go. Thank you for a new year. Please guide all of our steps. May everything we do and say glorify you. We love you. We praise you in the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. All right, guys. So I'm going to be doing some calendar info on the first part of the show, and then I do have a special first time guest coming in for the second half of the show. And so let me get that. Thank you so much, Miss Linda is helping me in the wings. I really appreciate that. Okay, so a wonderful, wonderful time is coming because 2026 is going to be amazing, guys. I hope that you guys are making your New Year's goals because this is a great time to do that. And on my way here, like the Lord was giving me some additional ones, right? And of course, last week I was talking about Shannon Baumgartner coming on and doing this D to the fourth, right? Deep dive and double down. So anytime, there's thoughts in your head or whatever that are trying to discourage you from doing your goal or to procrastinate, just go, no, I'm going to deep dive and double down, right? Ignore those thoughts of procrastination and get on with your life, guys. This is 2026. We're going to make it an amazing year. And I hope that you guys will be a part of that. And of course, I must mention, of course, at the Well in the Square, there's plenty of ways to get involved there because not only do we have fun and fitness line dance, but we also have Cindy Norton's resistance band total workout, which I absolutely love that class. Her class is Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10:15 a.m. You go inside Crossroads Christian Bookstore to get to the ballroom where the fitness classes are. So Cindy's class is at 10:15, and then of course my line dance for fun and fitness is at 11 Tuesdays and Thursdays. Also Tuesday nights at 5:30. And then Steven's stretching class, which has been growing and it's been just so much fun. It is Mondays, 9 a.m. So I know, everybody's like, I hate Mondays. Well, you know what? Let's start making Mondays great again. It's a great way to start the new week being healthy. And so I hope you guys will come out to Steven's stretching class at 9. You'll learn some stuff that you have not learned in other stretching classes. I guarantee you. It is really wonderful. So again, that's also at Well in the Square. And then, of course, this Saturday, guys, I got to mention this straight off because I don't want to forget to mention it. The Higher Calling, which is Brother T's trio. And as you know, T. Rawls is the one that uploads our music onto our playlist here at WSGI. Well, his trio is called The Higher Calling, and they are going to be in Springfield this Saturday night at 5 p.m. So 5 p.m. to 6:30. And so we're super excited about that. And, we don't have to drive far away. We don't have to worry about, parking or anything like that because it's right there in the square, 600 South Main Street. There will be someone outside instructing you how to get down the stairs to go to that event. And this is a free event. They will be taking a love offering for the band, of course. And I heard that Cole, who is in the band, I believe that's his nephew. Yes. He is celebrating his birthday, so it's always even more fun when one of the entertainers is having a birthday. So he's going to be celebrating his birthday. So come out, wish Cole a happy birthday. Come to the concert. You will love The Higher Calling, I guarantee you. And so again, it is this Saturday, January 10th. 5 p.m. to 6:30. Okay, and I know Brother T has a lot of good groups coming, and sometimes they're nice and close, like at Ebenezer in Greenbrier. I love going to see shows there, but then sometimes he has groups a little bit further away from me, and I can't go. So this is great that this one's going to be right here in the town, which I know a lot of our older folks like me, we don't really like to drive late at night. So this is great because even if, there's a lot of us that live really close to the square. So that's awesome that it's going to be right there. So we hope that you guys will come out to that. And I was trying to find here it is. Okay, 2026 concert calendar update from Brother T. Tribute Quartet. You guys, I know this is February, but you need to put this on your calendar right now because, our calendars, at least my calendar, it fills up fast. There's so many wonderful things that I need to get the good things on early so that I don't book some other like mediocre thing, right? So, Tribute Quartet, I guarantee you are going to love them. They are coming to Ebenezer Baptist Church on Thursday, February 19th at 7 p.m. Okay, Thursday, February 19th. So, let's see, the Thursday right after Valentine's Day. This would be great. Ebenezer Baptist Church is located at 6028 Ebenezer Road in Greenbrier. It is a $10 suggested donation at the door, plus a love offering will be received. And he has had some really wonderful bands, groups come out here to Ebenezer. So I'm super glad they're coming out, and they're so talented and so just, oh my gosh, they will inspire you, I guarantee you. So, but you can go to American Top Gospel, because that is where Brother T lists all the ones that he has already scheduled. Like I said, not all of them are close by, but some of them are still within like an hour. But those two, I definitely want you to get on your calendar. So again, the first one is this Saturday, January 10th, and it's going to be at 600 South Main Street, right there in the square. So if you know where the historic courthouse is, you can find this show, no problem, okay? Now, one thing I did do is I did go to the Lee Marie Facebook page, which is just 2 words, Lee Marie. My profile picture is a white circle that says rule number 1, really big in black print. And then it says, put God at the center of everything. That is my Facebook photo. And that is where you can go to, which I'm going to right now. By the way, share this show. To find the show, you just want to go to WSGI. Nothing else after that, just WSGI. There it is right there. And I'm sharing it on my page right now. So please go ahead and share it on yours. We are a Christian radio station, so it doesn't just pop up automatically. We need your help to share it. So I just shared it on my page. So if you want to go to Lee Marie, you can also scroll down and see events that you want to add to your calendar. And I try to find family-friendly things, and when they're free, even better. So, oh yes, the whole month of January, guys, the whole month of January, Country Music Hall of Fame is having free admission, or they call it pay what you want. So technically, you can pay $0, you can pay $1, you can pay $5, or whatever you want. And so this is something that they do every January. We went last year. It was wonderful. And even like some people in our group, they're like, I don't like country music. Well, do you like music, period? Because you will be surprised at what has come out of. So it's not just like as you would think country music, so much rock and roll and all that just started with bluegrass. And so, there's wonderful exhibits there, and there's several floors. So it's not just like you walk into one room. I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about, because most of you probably have already been, but I know you have some newbies or some people that have never gone. So please take them out to the Country Music Hall of Fame between now and January 31st. They are suggesting that you go on their website and reserve tickets, because then it really helps them know how many people are coming through at what time, and then they can, kind of gauge. And so we did that last year too. We already had the tickets. So you can go to, let's see here. So it's countrymusichallaffame.org. Okay, countrymusichallaffame.org. And then if you want to go directly to this invitation, it's /locals-pay-what-you-want. But or an easier way, you can just go to the Lee Marie Facebook page. Yeah. And I have it. It is the second thing on my feed. So really big. It says Locals Pay What You Want, January 1st to January 31st. And that is the Country Music Hall of Fame. Oh, the contra dances. Oh my gosh. This is something that Steve and I have been getting into lately. The old country dancing. It is very similar to the square dancing. And so I just went ahead and I put up the February dances, but there's still some coming up in January. So if you want to scroll down, you'll still find, there we go. The next one down is some of the January ones. And so there's a second Sunday English country dance coming up. That is this Sunday at 4 p.m. But there's also something really wonderful this Sunday at 4 p.m. that is going to take precedent over that dance. And so that is the guest that I have coming in around 8:30 today. And so I'm not going to tell you anything about that, because I'm going to let him tell you about that. Okay. All right. Station in schedule is right here. As you can tell, I love music so much. And if you haven't been out to the Station Inn in Nashville, you really need to go check it out. On Sundays, they are doing a great gospel bluegrass jam. And so they do that at 3 p.m. on, let's see, the next one, January 11th. All right. But Val Story, we love Val. She just played recently. I'm trying to get her back in on the show. I love having Val on. But check out the station in schedule when you can. All right, the next thing on my feed, of course, is a tribute quartet in Greenbrier. So there it is right there, guys. And you know what these Facebook invites are good for? You click on, and then you can hit the invite button, and then add the people to that. Now, Ebenezer has endless seating, pretty much. And so we can invite as many people as we want to that. Now, the higher calling this Saturday is not endless seating. I think it can fit about 50 in Victory Church. And so you are going to want to make sure you get there early for this Saturday show if you want a seat. Okay. So again, that's at 600 South Main Street in the city of Springfield, right by the courthouse. All right. There's some softball and baseball and t-ball registrations happening. I posted that because I played softball for 9 years. Well, no, 7 years. I played from second grade to ninth grade, and I absolutely loved being on a softball team. There was so many great things that you learn as far as responsibility, camaraderie, discipline, just, morale boosting. There's so many things that you can learn from being on a team, like a baseball team, that I love to encourage people. Awesome. Very good. To come on, to always have something like that, whether, another great thing, of course, is music. If you get your kids enrolled in a music program, they will excel in other categories as well. And I really think sports is the same way. And, now that I'm involved with a lot of wellness and fitness people, I get a lot of articles on Facebook and stuff about the benefits of moving. And it's so important. Matter of fact, I forget who it was, but they were saying that, like, now studies show that, like, if you're on the couch for longer than, 5 hours, or if you're sitting at your desk longer than 8 hours, whatever, it's like worse than smoking a pack of cigarettes. And I was like, oh my gosh, like that is how much we need to move our bodies. We have fluids in us that need to get to certain places at certain times and in certain ways. And if we're just sitting there like a couch potato or sitting at a desk and not moving, guess what? Everything gets jammed up, and then you start having problems. Because why? Because oxygen can't get through your veins or whatever. I'm not a doctor by any means, but it's important to be moving, guys. So I do challenge you for 2026 to have some type of thing that you are moving around. And, it's always better when you're doing it with a bunch of people, because then you get the whole bonus of fellowship. And that is so important, guys. Human connection is what so many people are lacking. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's true. And, when in this age of everything being on our phone or our tablet or our watch, I don't have the watch thing. I draw the line there. But anyways, and then the TVs that people have that have, like, I've got 433 stations, whatever, like all this stuff, guys, you got to be careful. You have to guard your heart and your mind, because the enemy is ready to use this stuff against you. And I'm not saying it's all evil. I'm not saying throw your TV out the window, although I don't have a TV in my house. But anyways, you just have to be careful with all of this stuff coming in, and especially with children, because, back in the day, I'm so glad that I was a kid back when, we had all outdoor stuff. We rode our bikes, we played hide and go seek. We were outside until the street lights came home. And if we had to go in, we were like, oh, we have to go in. But we got so much physical activity, and that's so good for your brain. And we were in with nature. We were barefoot in the dirt. We were just having fun. We were making mud pies. We just did all this kid stuff, guys. And I'm just so afraid that, this day and age, so many kids are growing up so fast, and they're seeing stuff on their phones or on their internet that they shouldn't be seeing, and they're just on it too long. Like, so many times I'll see people out with kids, and they're like, oh, just handing them a tablet. Well, guess what? Guess who's raising your children? Not you, if they always have a tablet. But I know there's good things out there that you can have them watch and all that. I'm just saying there is a balance, and you got to make sure that you're bringing in as much non-electronic as you are electronic. And I would say that try to bring in more non-electronic, right? One of your hopefully one of your goals for 2026, because there's so much stuff in nature that there's no match to it. There's no match to being out in that sunshine. There's no match to being in that grass and different things like that. And so, Wild Duck will tell you, God put so much on this earth to heal us. And so many times we just walk right by it, and we don't realize it. We want to go to some other artificial means. So just All that is from the baseball ad. Wow, that's crazy. So, anyways, yeah, there's some baseball signups. All right, Handel's Messiah. I'm going to skip over that real quick because my guest, who's going to be arriving any minute, is going to be talking about that. Yes, you can see Handel's Messiah Part 1 this Sunday at 4 p.m., and we're going to tell you how. So, there's your teaser. All right, guys, let's see. I'm scrolling down. Oh my gosh, what an amazing turnout. We had almost 100 people last Saturday at Purpose Life Church for the Americans for Freedom breakfast. It was so wonderful. We got to hear from our local Senator Kerry Roberts and also Representative Doc Kumar. And we also got to hear from Michael and Pamela from Americans for Freedom. And that was just such a great time of fellowship over at Purpose Life Church. Thank you, Dr. Arlen Smith, for opening up your doors for that. What a great time. Kilgore Station, guys, you have to get this on your calendar. Okay. This is no doubt my favorite festival right here in Robertson County. All right, so I'm sorry to all you other festivals, but Kilgore Station Bluegrass Festival, it is a 2-day festival, okay? It is Friday night and Saturday daytimes, and the dates for that is May 15th and May 16th. Oh, you are so awesome. Linda is so amazing. Can I ever tell you how amazing? Why don't you stand over there, Linda, so they can see you for a minute? Oh, there she is, always helping me off. There you go. Thank you so much. She's always bringing me the answers on the phone. Excellent. So back to Kilgore. Now listen, guys, this 2-day festival, okay, are you sitting down? It is still only $10. I know. So Friday night is my favorite. Why? Because they do the old-timey square dancing type of stuff, and we also get to see Tennessee Rhythm. Hopefully they are scheduled to be there too, which is the local like square dancers and cloggers. They buck dancers. They do an amazing job. So Friday night, May 15th, make sure you are in town for Kilgore. And let me see, kilgorestation.com. Okay, kilgorestation.com is their website. So, of course, they're going to do the Dan Kelly Jr. Fiddle Contest and the Big Barn Dance Friday night. And then, of course, Saturday, live bluegrass starts at 11 a.m. and it goes to like 8 or something. I can't believe it's only $10, but it's great because the city of Cross Plains puts this on. And so they do an amazing job and so many wonderful bands. You got to tell everybody about this everywhere. I mean, drive. And they used to have camping. I don't know. I didn't read to see if they have camping this time, but I think that you can camp. So if you are from out of town, and look into that because I've gone out of town further places for bluegrass festivals that aren't even close to the quality of this one. So, of course, I'm not talking about the Jerusalem Ridge is also an amazing, that's even huger. And so that one is also an excellent one, but that's out of town. This is right here in Cross Plains. So make sure. I haven't seen a lot of articles lately about alternatives to cancer fighting. And so I just kind of been posting those because it makes sense. You know, exercise, it says new study shows a single workout can cut cancer cell growth by 30%. It says exercise is medicine, literally. And so keep that in mind, guys, when you're wondering, you know, like, oh, should I get up and go? Yes. You know, you should go. Do you ever go to something like and go, oh, I wish I didn't go to that line dance class today? No. Okay. You don't say that. You always go, wow, I'm so glad I went. All right. There's some pictures of an old photo shoot. Okay. Let me scroll down. Okay. Oh my goodness. I got to fill in for U-Turn Laverne for 2 weeks minus 1 day. And boy, oh boy, did I learn a whole bunch. Because when I do that, if there's not a guest scheduled, I get to pick the guests. So I picked some amazing people, right? And so I want to show you on my Facebook page, I had Deborah on and she gave us nutrition nuggets. Let me scroll down a little bit more here. I had Pat Samler on and she gave depression and anxiety fighting ideas. I had Rhonda Rastelli on. She also gave a bunch of little great, oh my gosh, I love the one takeaway that I still have from there is hook it to a habit. She said, if you want to add another habit onto your new year, hook it on to a habit that you already have. And I love that. So, because I'm trying to hook on a bunch of great habits here. Okay, before I bring in our guest, I want to talk about one more thing, which is also on my Facebook page. It's called Biblical Health Transformation with Jordan Rubin. And this is a 5-week live online journey to eat and live God's way. And Jordan, He is a survivor of many, many things. I think it's cancer, colitis, Crohn's disease. He had several things that he actually was healed from, and so he is doing a 5-week live online Zoom study. And I believe the Enlows, I think Elizabeth Enlows is going to be doing that with him. And here's the thing, we're going to run it as long as the weather is good and I can get to the square. Because, I live in the country, so my streets, if it's snowing, there's another issue there. But as long as the weather's good, we're going to be over at Well in the Square. We're going to be watching it live because they're going to do 45 minutes of teaching and then 15 minutes where they're going to answer questions from the Zoom audience. And so that is something to definitely put on your calendar. It's going to start January 13th. 6:45 is when we're going to kind of get together at the Well, and then 7 o'clock is when that starts. So go ahead and put that on your calendar. As our next guest comes in, I'm going to go ahead and do a commercial break. All right, guys. And I'm so excited. Anytime we have a first-time guest, it's always so exciting. But we are going to talk about right now one of our favorite sponsors. And here you go, Linda. There's Linda's magic bag of tricks. Ridgetop Mower of Springfield, guys. I know a lot of you have already put your mowers away for hibernation, but some of you are still like, I don't know what to do. Am I supposed to take the gas out? Am I not? All that kind of stuff. So talk to Gary at Ridgetop Mower. He is so friendly, and he will let you know what you need to do. Ridgetop Mower of Springfield is conveniently located at 1002, right next to, well, actually, it's behind Ace Hardware. So you know where Baldwin Barbecue is and Ace Hardware are. Right between that is a street called Matthews Street. Wait a minute, is it 1101 or is it 1000? Oh, well, anyway, Linda will look up the exact address for us for Ridgetop Mower of Springfield. Their phone number is 615-855-0044. And I just saw online that Ridgetop Mower for the month of January, they are doing a 50% off for pickup and delivery. So that is wonderful. Like, I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, good, I'm glad we don't have to mow anymore. But you know what? My mower is a mess. Well, if it does need something fixing, you can get half off your pickup and delivery right now, which is great because then it's going to be ready for you. Linda's going to give me that exact address for you GPSers. Thank you. 1101. I'm going to put that on my cheat sheet right now. 1101 Matthews Street in the city of Springfield. Don't be confused because they are called Ridgetop Mower, but they are in Springfield. So give Gary a call, 615-855-0044. Make sure you tell him that Lee Marie sent you. Also, one other group I want to thank is Coldstream Christian Camp. Thank you for being a sponsor. Coldstream Christian Camp is your one-stop shop for camps because you can do not only your big all-church camp, but you can also just rent a little cabin for your family. Go out and get a tour. You can check out their website at coldstreamchristiancamp.org. Again, that's coldstreamchristiancamp.org, and arrange a tour. They are located at 4730 Goodman Road in Adams, guys. You feel like you are a world away, but you are in Adams. So that's what's great because we have so many wonderful churches around here looking for places to do retreats. Well, how cool is it that, if you forget something back at the church or whatever, you get like a 15-minute drive back to get it. So check out Coldstream Camp before you go out to some of these other areas that you're doing these camps at faraway places because you will feel like you're in the wilderness. So make sure you check out Coldstream Christian Camp. All right. We have our special guest, our first-time guest. Let me turn on your microphone. All right. Good morning. And I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
It's pronounced Voice.
Voice. Okay, just like Voice. Okay, and it's Doug Voice.
Doug Voice.
Doug Voice, Mr. Doug Voice. And you are, as well as being in the Handel Messiah choir, you're also the owner of Depot? Or
I'm one of the managing partners.
One of the managing partners.
And,
well, welcome.
So most people know me here in Springfield from that.
Okay.
But I've been a member out at Grace Lutheran for since 2000.
Okay, and, only 25 years.
Yep.
That's wonderful. And I haven't. How many years have they been doing Handel's Messiah?
Well, we do Handel's Messiah as part of what we refer to as the Music at Grace series.
Okay.
And that is once a month.
Okay.
Starting in September or October through April.
Okay.
And we'll have a concert. It varies. We've got different music genres that we bring in. In 23, our our program consisted. The first concert was the Wanna Beatles. So then we had an organ concert, a Bach organ concert. The Music City Chorus was here that year, and they are amazing group.
Wow.
We bring in, like I say, we do a bluegrass Christmas from time to time. This year, though, we are performing Handel's Messiah.
Wow.
And it is probably the last time we did it was about 7 or 8 years ago.
Oh, okay.
So it's one that the community loves to hear. They love to be able to hear the familiar choruses that were with it, etc. And then also some of the arias. There are within the first section, which we will be doing on Sunday. There are several different arias by all parts, soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. And those are, some of them are performed by our own choir members, and then we also have some professional singers that are joining us from Austin Peay and from Nashville.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be joined by a professional orchestra that made up of people from around the area as well. And it is the Epiphany concert, which this falls into, is the one concert every year that we do that involves our choir. And then also the, a professional orchestra and usually soloists, et cetera. So,
I am so glad that you were able to come in today.
well, thank you. Thank
And
you for calling and asking us to be here.
I am so excited. I really am, because I'm going to be there. And Steven's like, we got to get there early. How many people?
I would say yes. Now, because we're doing Messiah, this will fill up pretty quickly.
Yes.
So.
How many does your church hold? Do you know, ish?
I would say you can easily fit 400
Okay,
in
good.
the
Okay.
sanctuary. So,
All right. Okay.
but I'd get there by 3:45 to,
Okay,
to
no
get
problem.
the seat that you want, et cetera.
All right,
So,
we'll probably be there by 3:30. Well, I'm relieved to know that you haven't done it for like 8 years, because I have only been in town for 8 years.
okay.
And I was like, when I found this on the internet, I was like, how have I not known about this?
Well, this would be something that could be especially important to some of the people here in Robertson County. For years and years, the Robertson County Choral Society put on Handel's Messiah every year. And somehow or another that has fallen, by the wayside. But it was definitely a highlight of everybody's Christmas season.
Yes.
We're doing on Sunday strictly the first portion of the Messiah, which has to do with the prophecy and the birth of Christ. And then on April 13th, we will be doing parts 2 and 3.
Oh my goodness. And I
And-
did not know this.
So that is,
Oh, my
again,
goodness.
Sunday at 4 o'clock. All of our concerts are at 4 o'clock on the given Sunday.
I love that time. That is a great time. It doesn't compete with anything else. All right, Sunday, April 13th, parts 2 and 3.
Right.
All right, I am there. All right.
And that one will be a little longer concert. We will be opening up this concert with an amazing piece by a relatively current composer named James McMillan. The piece is called O Radiant Dawn, and it will send shivers down your spine. It is so beautiful. And then we will conclude the concert after the final chorus that we sing out of Messiah. We will conclude with Joy to the World.
Well, I'm super excited. We did go to Handel's Messiah from the Nashville Symphony several years ago. So that's the last time that I've gone. So super excited about Sunday.
Yeah, well, we're certainly happy to be able to bring this to the community.
That's very good. Now, your church is located at what's the address?
I have that here. We are we're on Madison Street in Clarksville, 2041 Madison Street,
Okay.
Clarksville.
Okay. And is there anything specific about parking or anything tricky about getting there?
No,
Okay.
you once you get to the church, there'll be a street right before you get to the church if you're coming up from here.
Here.
and that's called Alfred Street. You make a right on Alfred, and then immediately you'll see the parking lot in the rear of the church.
Okay.
There is overflow parking off of Lois Lane,
Okay.
which is the street right after the church.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay. So otherwise it's before and then behind. Okay.
if you get to Hilldale Baptist, you've passed us.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Good to know.
They're right next to us.
So, guys, this is this Saturday, and the date for this Saturday is Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh my gosh, Sunday, and that's the 11th, correct? Yes. So we have the Higher Calling is going to be on Saturday night at 5 p.m. in the square. It's indoors, but it's really close to the historic courthouse. Then the very next day, Handel's Messiah Part 1 over at Grace Lutheran in Clarksville. Totally worth the drive, guys. Not that far. And boy, it sounds like it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a good concert. We have used quite a few of the choruses all Christmas season as part of our music, our choir
Wow.
that we do. Our choir sings every Sunday
Oh, do they?
from September through May, 2 services. So we get a lot of practice.
That's wonderful. How many people are in your choir?
We have about 25 in our choir, and then there's going to be some people from actually coming over from Martin because one of our choir members goes to Martin. And so he's bringing some of his friends from there.
Nice.
We'll have some people from Austin P joining us, perhaps some folks from different churches in town. We'll know a little bit more about that when we do our big rehearsal on Saturday. If people know this piece and have sung this piece, we encourage, if they would like to join us for parts 2 and 3, to contact Dr. Rudy at the church.
All right. Do you have that number
I
handy?
do.
All right.
It is 931-647-6750.
All right. Go ahead. Give it one more time.
Okay, it's 931-647-6750.
9-3.
And you ask for Dr. Jonathan Rudy. He is our cantor of music. Like I say, we would love anybody that likes to sing Messiah and has done it before and has that need to be able to get in there and sing some of the choruses again.
When are your rehearsals?
We do
Usually?
rehearsals Tuesday evening at 6:30. And we'd be starting our concentration on this probably in March for parts 2 and 3.
Okay, March. That's great to know
The
because
fun part about parts 2 and 3 is within that is the Hallelujah chorus. So that does not fall in part 1. So
Okay. All right. So we got to come back on April 13th.
bet.
Well, that's great information. And so there's about 25 standard people that are always in the choir. How long has Dr. Rudy been leading it?
We have had him since, I believe he's been there now about 6 years.
6 years. Okay.
Maybe,
So you've
maybe a
seen
little bit more.
You've seen quite a few, haven't you?
Yes.
In 25 years.
So our previous cantor was there from the time that we joined the
Okay,
church.
so just Dr. Rudy's the
Until
second
Dr.
one you've
Rudy
had.
came in, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So,
All right. Were you always in choir like as a kid and stuff?
pretty much. I come from a very musical background. My grandmother sang with the Lyric Opera of Chicago.
Wow.
My mother was a paid soloist at some of the churches in Chicago.
Oh.
And then, so I pretty much, just kind of grew up with music and
Sure.
primarily classical music is where my
Who's your favorite composer?
Bach.
Okay, yeah.
No
yeah,
question.
Yeah, no question. There you go. Yep. Awesome. And so you grew up in Chicago?
Till I was about 10 or 11 years old, and that's when my parents moved us from there to a little town in Arkansas. They were helping out my mother's uncle by opening up a restaurant.
Oh.
That's where my wife says I was infected with RMD, or restaurant management disorder.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, it's music's been a part of my life for.
And it's impossible to get it out of your blood.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's why, like my husband and I, we sang in the Grace Baptist Choir for Christmas.
Okay.
And because there's not a lot of choirs around.
Right, right.
You know, I mean, it used to be so many, and
It's kind of sad.
it is very sad.
We're mighty blessed to have the commitment of the choir members that we do to be there every Sunday and
Yeah.
2 services, because you just don't find that very much anymore.
Right, right. Let me look at your songbook real quick so I can put that in front of the camera to just encourage everybody to come out this Sunday, January 11th. 4 p.m. is when it starts, but you're going to want to get in your seat no later than 3:45 because the good seats are going to be filling up.
Yes,
And-
it will be packed.
It will be packed. I'm so excited that I found it. I'm so glad that you guys put it up on Facebook.
Well, thank you for
That is the only
noticing
way.
it,
That is the
and
only way I would have found it.
this means a lot that you invited us to come and speak about this.
Well, anytime that you have stuff that you want to promote, just let me know because
right.
I love music. First and foremost, I love the Lord. So I want to put the Lord first in everything I say and do. But then I love music, and I love choirs. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited for Sunday. I wish it was. And today's only Wednesday, but that's okay. All right, we have a little bit more time because I do want to talk about some of the other. Because I saw I went to your I guess it was your church's website, or I saw was it a Texas swing band?
Yes,
And stuff like that. So we'll
let's
talk
see.
about that after
All
the
right.
break. I'm going to do another commercial break right now. So we do need to let you guys know that UPS, guys, I know a lot of you, you still have your Christmas returns to do. I know you do. And remember that little window of when you need to return them, that's going to be approaching fast. So remember, get those in to UPS. But while you're there, check out what else UPS has, guys, because they are not just your place to return Amazon stuff. They can make you business cards. I know a lot of you are making these goals for the new year. And so do you have an updated business card with a good picture and, and your information? If not, they have someone there that can design it for you and they can print it for you and you can get it right away. I mean, get these goals going, right? So they also, of course, do blueprints, a lot of things that you wouldn't think that they do. I had a book that was just a bound book and I wanted it to be a spiral so that it would lay open. That would be a good one actually for some of your music books, right? Especially if you play keyboards and different stuff like that. You want your music book to be able to lie open, right? Well, they can do that. They put that little spiral thing in it, which is fabulous. They have so many services that you don't even know. Name badges, maybe you are like, okay, we're going to be more organized this year and our church is going to, have printed name badges. There's a lot of things they can order for you guys. So go into UPS, take a look at their catalog. They are located at 513 Memorial Boulevard, right here in Springfield. And I know that all of you guys know where HG Hill is. They're basically in the same parking lot by HG Hill. So they are located at 513 Memorial. Their phone number is 615-384-0093. Again, that's 615-384-0093. All right. And then just down Main Street from the square, we have Southside Drug Co. And again, they are also not just your one-stop pharmacy. They have a lot of cool gifts. Do they have gifts on sale right now, like Christmas stuff on sale? I'm going to ask Linda. She's on a delay, so she'll let me know in a minute. Southside is located at 1000 South Main Street. Their hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 6, and Saturdays, 8 to 4. You can check out their website. Oh, okay. Saturdays are only 8 to noon. Oh, I have 8 to 4. That is good. Which one is it? Look it up and find out. Look up and see what time they close on Saturdays, because maybe they have updated that since I wrote this ad a long time ago. You can check out their website, southsidedrugco.com. That will definitely tell you what time they're open until. And they do still do local deliveries. So Southside, I know that they had some of their Christmas stuff on sale last week. I don't know if it still is, but Linda had a bunch of her fabulous ceramic dishes and all that stuff, candy dishes and things. What is that? There's a bug. At Southside. So go ahead, check out Southside Drug Co. It is right across the street from the depot.
It is.
Where my guests.
They're one of our favorite neighbors.
Oh, one of their favorite neighbors. Hear that? Well, it is so nice to have just this hometown drugstore.
It's awesome.
And just
We
like
love Southside.
Yeah, and just like choirs, those things, 8 to 12 on Saturdays. Okay, great. Thank y'all. 8 to 12 on Saturdays. I've been saying 8 to 4. Sorry about you guys are showing up and like, oh, they're locked. So yeah, just like choirs are leaving, so many of these hometown drugstores, we have to support them so they stay.
We do.
you know. And so, like Doug just said, they are across the street from the depot, one of their favorite neighbors. And oh no, not anymore, not right now. Thank you. So yeah, so check out Southside. Of course, tell them you heard about it on the Go Show with Lee Marie. All right, we have Doug Voice here, and it's Voice,
Right.
but it sounds just like voice singing, and that's cool because you're a singer. So he is one of the singing members. What are you? Are you a?
I'm a bass
He's a bass. Awesome. And he's going to be in Hail Messiah Part 1. That's going to be over at Grace Lutheran
in Clarksville.
in Clarksville. Okay. So I know it's not right here, but that's okay because it's totally worth it. There's no admission cost.
No admission, just if anyone wants to donate at the end of the concert, it's what keeps our Music of Grace concert series going. It's,
very good.
It's a very self-sustaining. We don't take any money from the church funds. It's all self-sustaining.
Okay.
And as mentioned earlier, there are so many different styles of music represented.
Yes, I want to
the
hear
Music
about
of
those
Grace
now. Yeah.
series.
So get a little bit closer to the microphone and let us hear about the other types of music that you guys do there.
Well, I will go ahead and tell you a little bit first of all of what's still to come this
Oh,
year.
yes. Hold on, let me get a paper. Oh.
On Sunday, February 1st,
Okay.
and as mentioned earlier, all these concerts start at 4 p.m.
Love
We've
it.
got Les Kerr and the Bayou Band, and he's going to be kind of New Orleans style blues, rock, and island rhythms, getting towards Mardi Gras and our way into Lent. And then on Sunday, February 15th, we have kind of in celebration of Valentine's Day, Heartstrings with the Gateway Chamber Orchestra String Quartet.
Oh.
If Gateway Orchestra is an incredible resource we have based there in Clarksville. And the string quartet is definitely a good concert to come to.
Do you think that some of them might want to come in and play a little something on live? Would
That
be
you
fun?
would have to get with them on. So.
All right. I'll get that contact
and again,
number from you.
I gave you the phone number at Grace. If you wanted to call Dr. Rudy, he could give you some contact information.
Okay. All right.
Then we have one of the things that our church is blessed with is an extraordinary pipe organ, and there will be a concert this year by an organist out of Chicago called Corrado Cavalli, and he is at I believe a Catholic church in the Chicago area. He's coming down to present a concert for us. Sunday, April 19th. This is where, I think I said April 13th earlier. It's actually Sunday, April 19th is when we do parts 2 and 3 of Handel's Messiah. Again, with our choir, professional soloists and orchestra. It will be the part where you'll be able to hear the Alleluia chorus. And then on finally finishing up this year, we're doing a special concert in June. It is the Cumberland Winds are going to be honoring our veterans with a kind of a America's songs celebrating the 250th 250th year of the signing of the Declaration.
Awesome. And what was the date on that June?
That one was June 28th.
June 28th. Okay. And again, those are all Sundays at 4 p.m.
Yes.
I love that you're doing these. This is just so amazing. All right. So is this something that your church has been doing all along, or was it just something that that your current cantor?
The Music of Grace series started 20 some odd years ago. When we installed our organ, we had a dedicatory concert, and after that, we said, we need to use this space, and
Ah,
started to bring in various groups and whatnot. Some of them have been with us probably 8 times over the 20 years. We kind of have a rotation of all of these
Okay.
groups that come in and perform for us. And again, everything is free,
Everything
open to
is
the
free.
public.
And guys, make sure, I know that there are a lot of expenses when you have a choir this large, because oftentimes, like you will pass out the paperwork, and people will lose it. And then all of a sudden now you're printing off, hundreds more pages. And so there are a lot of expenses. And like he said, none of the church money goes to their choir. So be sure after.
Goes to the music at Grace.
Okay, goes to the music. Okay, so this is a great way to also bless them by doing a little love offering when you're leaving on Sunday.
Right.
But super super excited. I was going to also bring up now. What was that Texas swing band that you had?
Let's see here. When were they? I believe
'Cause
they
I think
were
it was-
earlier.
Was it like November?
It was October 5th. We had the John England and the Western Singers.
Yeah. So what?
And I was not able to be at that concert.
okay.
So, but they have been with us probably 5 or 6 times over
Really?
the 20, 25 years that we've been doing this
Wow.
concert series.
Yeah, I listened to because there was some live footage on your Facebook page with them.
Oh, good.
Yes. And I was like, oh, because I have a big swing background. I used to teach swing dancing for like 25 years.
Good.
And
Oh, nice.
we performed at Disneyland and Knott's Berry Farm. Always had a big performance team. But so everything from Charleston 20s to, USO stuff to Zoot Suit, Boogie Woogie, Poodle Skirts, the whole, and I brought all those costumes with me. So at some point, we'll probably be performing around town doing some of the swing dance groups again. But right now, I've only been in town 8 years, and right now, I'm just doing line dance classes.
Okay.
And so, but we have some people that are starting to perform with me. So, and there's a little group of swing dancers now that they want me to teach more and that they're ready to start, getting into it more. So, so that's when I saw that Texas swing band, I was like, oh my goodness. And this was at a church. I was like, wow. So that was kind of fun. But anyways, that's so great that you're bringing in all this talent. And I'm really excited. So again, this is Doug Voice, and he is a bass in the choir over at Grace Lutheran Church in Clarksville. And this coming Sunday, January 11th at 4 p.m., Handel's Messiah, Part 1.
Right.
And then put on your calendar for April 19th, 4 p.m. also, Parts 2 and 3. And in between that time, there's some other fun stuff. So
Right.
I'm so glad that they put it out on Facebook. I know Facebook can be used for evil, but oftentimes it can be used for good. So you just have to be careful on how you use it and don't overuse it. Don't get absorbed in Facebook world. But I go to the search bar and I put in events and local, and I just scroll. And that's how I saw this. And I was like, Christmas is over, but Handel's Messiah, we can stay,
Yes.
And I was like, oh yeah, 12 days of Christmas, we're still, so super cool.
Well, if you wanted to follow us, you can on Facebook. It's Facebook/Music at Grace Concert Series.
Okay, Music at Grace Concert Series. Excellent. All right. Very good. Okay, and you are right here. You're one of the managing partners over at Depot.
I have retired from operations.
Oh, you've
so,
retired. Okay.
That is a wonderful thing.
He's got a big smile. For
But,
those of you that are just listening on radio, he's got a big smile.
But Mike Story is now the lead operations man, and still maintains an incredible bit of service and great food. So.
And those of you that are new to town, maybe that haven't heard of the Depot yet, I'm sure everybody has heard of them. But for those that don't know, what is the hours?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9.
Okay.
So
Monday to
closed on
Saturday,
Sundays.
11 to 9, every day but Sunday, closed on Sundays. Because you got to be in church.
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. Okay. Well, we have a few minutes left. So is there anything else that we're missing? Website? Your church have a website?
It is glctn.org.
Okay. And that's for Grace Lutheran Tennessee.
Yes.
.org. Okay, GLT. Okay, very good. And when are your hours for your church over there?
We have worship service on Sundays from 8:50. Well, at 8:15 and 10:45.
Okay.
Sunday school at 9:30 or as soon as first service is over. And then we have a service on Thursday mornings at 11.
Thursday mornings at 11.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's
Interesting.
for people who can't make the Sundays. And
Oh.
then also during Lent and Advent, we
Mhm.
have Wednesday night services,
Oh.
both at 5 and at 7.
Wow. You sound like you have a pretty big church.
It's a good sized church. We usually have about 300 in attendance um, every Sunday. So
All right. Very good. Well, you guys sound like you got it going on.
yeah, we think so. We're very faith based.
Mhm.
Uh, grace alone, uh, faith alone, and
Mhm.
Christ alone.
Awesome. Very good. And you have been in the choir for 25 years.
Yes.
Wow. Is there anybody else? Like, are there several of you that have been there that long?
Yes.
Really?
We've had some that finally retired, but you get in the choir there, and you usually commit
wanna
to it
stay.
because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
is.
How did you find that church when you got to town? Were you living over there?
Well, interestingly enough, the organist there had been a regular at the depot,
Oh.
and asked him what he did, and he said, "Well, I play the organ." And I said, "Where?" And my background has always been Lutheran, but we had kind of slipped away and weren't going. And so when he told me he was at Grace Lutheran in Clarksville, we said, "Well, we'll come check it out." And that was
And you never left.
never left, never left.
That's great. And that's just another example of, connecting with the community and getting out and seeing people, because so many times we find out about stuff just matter of factly. Well, of course, we think it's matter of factly, but it's always God that's,
God's
deciding.
intervention is always
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he uses people to talk to us, guys. So if you're at home and you're sad and you're depressed, and you're like, oh, well, get out. Get out and start connecting with people, and God will, start moving.
Yes, yes.
That's awesome. So is there anything else that you want to mention?
Not that
covered
I can think
everything?
of. Come and check us out if you want to for a Sunday service. It's what we call majestic music. We sing from the hymnal.
Okay.
It's some of our hymns have been around since the church
Mhm.
founding.
Mhm.
Back in the 1500s.
That's awesome.
There's some newer stuff too, but
Mhm.
most all of our hymns are very scripture based.
Mhm.
It's then you'll hear the music that the choir sings, and the service itself is very very scripture based,
Mhm.
a liturgical style
Mhm.
of a service, but don't let that scare you. It's all from the Bible.
I love it. I love it. Last question. Childcare. Does your church have childcare?
We do have a nursery
Mhm.
and that is active for the services and also for choir rehearsal. By
Oh,
the way,
okay.
on Tuesday
Okay.
at 6:30.
Oh, very good.
But we also encourage that the children are part of the service.
Okay.
So
Are there certain
even though
ages
they
for your
may
nursery?
be louder than sometimes you might like,
Mhm.
they're still, as Christ said,
Bring the
don't
children.
bring
Yeah.
the children.
Uh-huh. Now, for Handel's Messiah on Sunday, is there childcare
There
during
will be
that?
childcare, definitely, and that we encourage the louder children to be involved in
Right.
the nursery.
Yeah, for obvious reasons there. And is there a certain age limit for the children's ministry? No, any age?
Yes.
Okay, especially if they're loud. You don't want to be in there with this beautiful. So Handel's Messiah is going to be performed this coming Sunday right here in Clarksville, Part 1. And it is at Grace Lutheran Church. And the address one more time.
2041 Madison Street, Clarksville, and be 4 o'clock for the presentation, and encourage you to be there early.
All right. And you know about how long that will go?
It'll run about an hour.
Okay, just about an hour. So, yeah, okay.
Maybe a little more, but about an hour.
Great. Awesome. Very good. All right. We got 1 minute left. I got to make sure we have covered everything. And guys, don't forget, this is on Facebook and YouTube. The Facebook link will be valid up for 30 days. After that, Facebook deletes the live links. So if you want to share it, it's really also good to share it on YouTube because that link will be up for quite a long time. We have some people to say hello to. Deborah Grant, thank you for saying. She said, good morning. Love this. And then also Chrysanda Thomas says good morning. So good morning, ladies. Thank you for commenting on Facebook. There's a place there, guys. You can put questions and comments during the show. So we highly encourage you guys to do that. And also, I hope to see you guys all out at this. And thank you, Mr. Voice, so much for coming in.
Thank you again for contacting us and allowing us to spread the word of this concert.
Awesome. My pleasure. And I will see you on Sunday.
All right. Sounds good. We're looking forward to it.
All right. Take care and God bless. All right, guys. This has been Lee Marie on WSGI. I'm so glad that you all have joined us. Again, I want you all to hang up the phone or whatever, text, pick up the text, tell people, hey, I have something that I don't want to go by myself. So can I pick you up? Those are just a great winning combination to get people to go with you. And invite them to this, guys. This is a free concert, not too far. It's in Clarksville. And I would love to see all of you guys come and hear Handel's Messiah, Part 1. All the information. If you missed any part of the show, remember, you can just rewind it and watch it. Share the show. Let's have a big group going from Robertson County, guys. All right. Make it a great day. I love you all. God bless. Happy 2026. Get on those deep dive and double down 2026 New Year's resolutions. All right, guys. I love you. God bless and make it a great day. 1100 WSGI.